Hey guys, it's Ray3 and welcome to the final part of Sonic Adventure. Last time we showed off all of the DLC, and this time we are going to be going over just the last little things and wrapping up every little loose end. So the first thing I want to go over is actually the VMU here. So what's cool about the VMU is that it will actually display little pictures while you're playing the game. So you can see you got the Sonic Adventure logo, and then we got Sonic's profile, got Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Big, and Gamma. Did it show Big? There's Big. What's also interesting about this is it doesn't just show character profiles. So if we go into the adventure field here, you will see that we have a little Chow walking with us. And we can see as we move, it just kind of walks around with us. But if you jump, it loses its balance while flying. That's cute and all. Spin dash, and it gets all aggressive and starts kicking fruit. It's so funny, and it's just so cute, and a nice little detail I've never really seen talked about, but also, you know, if you're emulating this game, you're not gonna see the VMU or see this little detail, and I just think it's both cute and funny. Just look down once in a while, and you see this little Chow. One thing you might not know about Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast is that there is actually multiplayer on it. Of course, I can't do multiplayer on my own, so Tails.
Help! I've been locked in a room and forced to play Sonic Adventure. Help!
Meet Duke. You want to give your channel a plug?
Yeah, my channel is an experimental idea. Occasionally I upload videos, mainly pertaining to Minecraft.
Oh, you killed the enemy! Good job, Tails!
I don't know where I am.
Oh, there you are. Don't worry. Tails is infinitely respawning, just like in the classic game.
Okay.
So, basically, this is 2D Sonic, but 3D. That's one thing I like about the adventure games, and it's one thing that's shown here. Are you still back there? You back
there? I'm sorry, the camera does not care about me at all.
Of course it doesn't. You're player 2.
Just like in Sonic 2.
So many memories of us playing Sonic 2 together and just getting left behind because I was always Tails. Now you're the Tails.
Yep.
How does it feel?
Well, if I can stay ahead of you here, then at least I get a view of the camera.
Yeah, so this is something that if you... Whoa! You just rocketed over there. You didn't even...
Yeah, now you've left me.
Yeah, I've completely left you in the dust. So... if you try and plug in a second controller in DX, this will not work at all. This is something that's completely exclusive to the Dreamcast version. Actually, can Tails grab capsules?
I don't know. How does Tails respawn? I can't respawn. Oh, there we go.
There you are. Yeah, grab the... Yeah, you can! Cool!
Now you're leaving me behind again!
Okay, come on! Let's go get chased by a whale together. Are you back here still? Yes?
Yes, okay.
Come on, let's go together. We are going to get this whale together. Oh, it's not attacking the bridge anymore.
Okay.
Alright, go on ahead, Tails! I know you can't grab checkpoints.
And I guess I'm ahead, or maybe I've despawned.
Oh, no, you're there.
No,
you are.
I'm very...
Oh!
I guess that's a bug that happens. It's been a while since I played this game.
It normally doesn't happen in this game. Well, go on ahead, Tails.
Alright.
I'll follow behind. Maybe it's just something in 2-player? Who knows? Yep, there you are. I've never had this happen in the Dreamcast version of all my times playing it. Okay,
does my existence ruin it?
I don't know, but that's why you gotta cease to exist.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, okay, it's your existence. It must be your existence.
Figures my existence causes other people to die.
Get the key.
There we go. You're leaving me behind again.
You're just good for killing enemies. Now get over here. I know you're... Where are you?
I don't know the game... Okay, I'm over here all of a sudden.
This is so great. So great. Come on. You got this, Tails. You got this.
Just go on without me.
You got
I'll
this.
respawn. Wait a minute. Why can't I fly? Come on.
You can't fly?
Come on. I could have... There we go. What? Come on.
You got this.
Oh, I got to hold A.
Yeah, you do have to hold A. Hold A is to go up.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway. You're leaving me behind.
I thought you were gonna hit the spring. I tried, okay? Look, we have spent 3 minutes and we are only in the first act of the stage. How do you like the long pauses, by the way, between acts?
Oh, apparently I'm ahead of you now.
Yeah, Tails gets a head start. So keep it moving. You got this.
Can I collect rings?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, cool.
I think they're being added to our ring total.
Sweet.
Oh, I
I don't know where I am or what I'm doing anymore.
That's how it goes in the 2D games, though, too. So, I mean, it's completely realistic to the authentic Sonic experience on the Genesis.
I can see why they left this out of DX, and I can't. Oh, now I can move.
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, the game wasn't letting me move.
It might have
I can definitely see why this was left out of the DX release because it's basically unusable.
Yeah, it's not great, but you know, it's something. Where you?
I'm somewhere over here.
Okay. Can you actually lose our rings? That's. Oh, you grabbed a koala for me. Thank you.
I figure not. Just like ends up how.
Come on.
Just like in Adventure.
It's Sonic 2.
Sonic 2.
Yeah.
I think I went for a swim.
Well, it's fine. It's all fine. Don't worry about it. Everything is fine. Nothing is wrong at all. I'm gonna try and make this jump.
I always take that jump when I played the game in the past.
I don't normally take it, actually.
It's so easy to abuse the spin dash in this game. That is kind of like one of the great things about it.
Oh yeah, it's so much fun abusing the spin dash. But come on, let's at least try and get to the end together. Dude,
nope, I think I ran into spikes.
Oh, come on, get out of this. Where'd you go now?
I don't know. The game doesn't want me. Oh, hello.
There, we got.
Oh.
Great.
Don't worry, I'll get it. I'll get him.
Thank you.
Got him.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, It's just cool that this is a thing that exists, but it's also like, it makes sense why it doesn't exist anymore.
I very much wish I had like an indicator where I was on screen. I don't even know like if I'm off screen, if the game's just respawning me, if it's just ignoring my inputs or what it's doing.
Can I hurt you? Wait a minute, before we end this level, can I hurt you? Because oftentimes I hurt Tails, but yes, I can still hurt you.
Yeah, you can hurt me. Okay.
I'm glad that wasn't a thing in Sonic 2. Well, get the capsule, Tails. You got this.
Hey, can I actually get the capsule?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Stand on it.
I guess I'm not really all that important.
Well, goodbye.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for joining me for this for real. That was actually a lot more fun than I was anticipating. I've never spent this long on Emerald Coast before.
If you're interested in my channel, I suppose you could find me on YouTube at youtube.com/experimentalidea. And I guess that's it.
Yep.
Can I go now? Am I allowed to leave?
No, I've locked the door. You're stuck in here forever playing Sonic Adventure multiplayer with me.
Guys, please send help.
Seeing as we will not be coming back to the Dreamcast game, I think it is only fitting that we say goodbye to our Chow that we have raised with us throughout all of this. It has been so cool spending time with all my Chow, like Turtle and Lunar over here. And we can't forget about you, Nugget. Oh, thank you, Nugget. And of course, life would not be the same without Sable around. I'm going to miss the zoom feature so much more than I think anyone is going to realize. And of course, Goldie, one of our first Jewel Chow. And Joy, of course. They're all so precious, I don't want to leave them. And they were so fun to raise with the community as well. Oh, Joy, don't cry. Here, have a snack. It's okay. All of your friends are here with you. Say goodbye. Okay, you're just gonna sleep. Oh, I see. I see how it is. And of course, we can't forget Flippy over here in the Mystic Ruins garden. Flippy's great. As well as Silvari. This is the first time I have actually ever... Whoa, Silvari! I forgot how fast you were. Silvari, come back here. I'm trying to stay finding you. Silvari! This is actually the first time I have ever raised a Chow that's not the gold Chow. Every time I have ever played Sonic Adventure in the past, I have always immediately gone and raised the gold Chow and just completely ignored all the others, which is a shame because they're so adorable. Oh, Silvari, you're so precious. Aha! There you are. I was looking for you, Sunny. I must admit, raising Chow with these long load times has been a little bit of a test of patience, and that is why I'm very grateful the VMU exists. I don't know what I would have done if I couldn't just raise my Chow that way. Also, you guys are so good actually finishing your fruit. And the last of our babies, of course, we have Raven over here. Raven's so cool. Literally taught me that a Chow that has a color can actually be two-tone. I did not know that was a thing at all. Or are you... Louie, you old hag, you have given us so many problems with so many labs, and for that, I guess other people are grateful. Not me, other people are grateful. And Margaret, for being the nice little strong girl she is. Your feet are covering your face. For a second, I thought that was a smile, and I thought that was a little bit creepy. It has been so much fun raising Chow with you guys, just helping pick their names and the animals, and just seeing how things go with them. It has just been so cool, and I hope we get to do something like this again in the future. But for now, that's actually all we have to show in the Dreamcast version. We have covered everything. At least in the game. See, Sega wanted to give you a little something in case you thought to take your Dreamcast game and put it in your computer. Most Dreamcast games have something for you if you do this. So, if we take a look at the Sonic Adventure disc right here and open it up,
This is a Dreamcast game disc. The first track contains game data. Please do not play it on a normal CD player.
That's not what happened last time. Okay, so you actually have to right-click and then click open. Okay, so then you can get into the disc and you can see stuff like this. Abstracted by none. Series title. Oh, cool. There's some stuff there. I never saw it. Then copyright. Okay, cool. But if we go into extra here, you will see we have some images. So these are some desktop backgrounds that they include on the disc that you could copy off and then just use as backgrounds on your computer. That's really, really cool. These are taking a while to load because they're loading off an actual disc. But I'll just go ahead and scroll through them on screen for you right now. That'll be a lot faster. God knows there's a reason computers don't have disk drives anymore. So those are the backgrounds. You can find them available for download on plenty places online if you still want to use them. None of these are 16 by 9. So, and you can see they're all from October 5th, 1999 at 5 p.m. apparently. So that's cool. Back when we were doing story mode in the Dreamcast version, I got some people asking why I wasn't showing Cream. And that's because the Dreamcast version came out in 98 and Cream didn't exist until 2002 with the release of Sonic Advance 2. She was only added in DX, which you might think her flying animation looks bad. And you'd be right, it does look like crap, except it's not actual animation. They used 5 different models that the game cycles through for Cream rather than one model and doing a single animation with it. I have never heard of that. That is some next level weird. But anyways, Cream only shows up at certain points in the story. I don't know what those certain points are, but typically as soon as you finish Casinopolis, you see her flying around. But people think she was put there to show she was the one that actually left you the Ice Stone, so there's a little bit of added lore, I guess. The game is running in 480p right now because, as promised, we are going to go over the Game Gear games that are included in Sonic Adventure DX. Starting with the first one. Stop Dr. Egg of getting his hands on the Chaos Emerald. So we can just hit A and we will see the controls and we can get right into the game. So you unlock this one after getting 20 emblems, and this is of course the first handheld Sonic game released back in December of 91. A port of the Genesis game. It was made by a studio called Ancient and it was only overseen by Sonic Team. It has very different level design. It was designed to be easier than the Genesis Classic, partially because, well, the small screen real estate. There's not a whole lot to this, it's just a little 8-bit Sonic game from back in the day. You also can't recollect your rings if they're dropped, so yeah, just know that. Yeah. Oh shoot, more spikes. Can I? Oh god, I didn't think I would make it out of that. Okay, is this the end of the level? Yep, there we go, it's the end. Can I bounce the signpost? No, I cannot. And I got Eggman. Well, great. Unlocked after 40 emblems, we've got our next game, Sonic Drift. Sonic and his friends hop into their favorite carts to compete in the Chaos Grand Prix. You must use items and drift techniques to beat your rivals. So, you remember those old, like, arcade games? Well, here it is. I don't know why it's saying player 2 press start, but there's no player 2, obviously. for this. If you played Mario Kart Super Circuit, this might seem a little familiar to you. You just go ahead and pick one of 3 cups. We're just gonna go green, and we can pick between Sonic, Eggman, Amy, and Tails. I'm gonna play as Eggman because Eggman. So, round 1 in Green Hill. What other course were you expecting? Okay, gotta take off with Eggman. And yeah, it's one of those old pixel games that have very poor draw distance. Yeah, it's not a whole lot to speak about, although this game came out back in '94, and believe it or not, DX, this is the first instance of this game being available in the West. It never made it out of Japan until it was put in this collection. Oh my god, even Amy's beating me. She is like the worst cart too. Oh god. Oh, is that a bomb? Wait, is that a bomb? You know, it's saying use items, but I don't see... Oh, wait a minute. Are those red things items? How do I use items? No, wrong thing. How do I use items? Well, I didn't read the thing. You know, it doesn't matter. There's not a whole lot to this. It's just a simple little racer, few playable characters, and few items with an objective just being to win the Chaos Grand Prix. Unlocked after 60 emblems and released in 1993, it's Sonic Chaos! It is nothing to do with Chaos at all. So, this one actually has a little bit of a story with it. Eggman has stolen a Chaos Emerald, leaving the remaining 5, yes, this was before there were 7, to lose balance and scatter. Without the Emerald's power, South Island begins to sink into the ocean, and Sonic and Tails have to save it. This game was made by Aspect Co. and just licensed by Sega, and you can actually choose between Sonic and Tails. That's very nice. I'm going to choose Tails, because I like Tails, and no one can stop me. So, there's not really a whole lot to this. If you played the Sonic on Game Gear, it's kind of like that, although this one has a spin dash. And I believe it has a move, too, that looks like the soup. Whoa, dear God. What happened there? Excuse me. I just want to get out of here. Can Tails fly? No, he cannot. Oh, he can't. Oh my god, why is there so much float to the jump? Wait a minute. Excuse me, can I just well, I can't get up there. Okay, wow. Anyway, Sonic has a move that may look like the super peel out, but it's not. It's called the strike dash. I don't know why they call it that. Does Tails have it? I'm gonna see here. I have no idea how to do it. I didn't actually read the controls. I probably should have done that. Experience new exciting gameplay using Tails' ability to fly. How? 8x in space? What? I'm sorry. What? Oh, there it is. You hold up and the jump button, and then there we go. Yeah, strike dash. Totally not super peel out. There we go. 892 kilometers in Sonic. I was not going that fast. Finally, what I'm actually excited for. After getting 80 emblems, you will unlock Sonic Spinball. I actually like this game. It's silly, I know. This is a 94 classic, and I'm gonna be real, I like this game. I have never beat it. I mean, like, I played it on other versions, not the Game Gear. So this is just handheld pinball. Oh my god, wait a minute, what is happening? I don't remember this from the intro to Sonic Spinball. This wasn't like how it was when I played it on Mega Collection. Do I push any buttons, or is this just a cutscene? I think it's just a cutscene. Tails, why did you keep Sonic there? He's obviously not going to be able to grip the bottom of the plane. Wow. Okay, well, either way, this is a relatively short game. You can... Right, that's not the bumpers. Oh my god, he dies here if he hits the water! Oh, I've never played the Game Gear version, if I'm not making this painfully obvious. So, it's A and B. This is gonna be difficult to remember. This is a relatively short game. There's not a whole lot to it. It's just basically pinball with some bosses and different levels. And yeah, you collect Chaos Emeralds in pinball. It's actually, I'm a sucker for pinball. What can I say? Honestly, if you want to play this, I recommend just buying it off of Steam or playing it in one of the collection games. But funnily enough, though, the cover art for the Genesis version uses Game Robotnik's design, but the Game Gear version uses the Adventure of Sonic the Hedgehog design for Eggman. Isn't that a little weird? I think that's a little weird. Little inconsistency there. Our next game is unlocked after 100 envelopes, and boy am I excited for it. It's Sonic Labyrinth, because Sonic totally fits the puzzle platforming genre. So, the story for this is that Eggman had stolen Sonic's famous shoes and replaced them with speed down boots that remove Sonic's ability to run and jump. This is a platformer. He has to get through levels by spin dashing and spin dashing alone. So, yeah, your objective, you basically move around very slowly, unless you're spin dashing, collect 3 keys, and then you go to the next level. And rinse and repeat over and over again. Thankfully, this game isn't too long. You can beat it in about 45 minutes. So there's that you have going for you. I actually have no idea how to play this. I've never even bothered. It was released in 95, and I haven't actually looked at it, but I'm curious how well it actually sold, because I don't know if it actually sold, like, hardly at all. Oh, there's the key. Okay, well, I found the 3rd key. Now, where's the door? Is it this one? Yeah, I beat the first level. I'm not gonna do this anymore. I am No, don't. No, I was not going that fast, game. You can't tell me I was going that fast. Coming in at 110 emblems, we have Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This, of course, was also released in 92 to correspond with the date of Sonic the Hedgehog 2's actual release on the Genesis. But, we got a very different version of Sonic 2 for the Game Gear. This one was also made by Aspect Co., and seeing as it's Sonic 2, you might expect to be able to play as Tails, and you're wrong. Only Sonic in the handheld version of the game that literally served to introduce the Player 2 character. Typically, these Game Gear games are another version of the Master System game. This one features some differences, like the screen not being messed with to fix the positioning so you can see what you're running into and not die from cheap shots, making this one of the hardest Sonic games in existence. This is stupid. Why? Like, all the other ones were actually made to be easier on the Game Gear. They didn't do that with this. No. Why would they? Why would they bother? Story-wise, though, Tails is gone because Eggman kidnapped him and Sonic has to save him. There's 2 endings to this, surprisingly. The good ending, where you get all the Chaos Emeralds, and it's shown as you have saved Tails. And the bad ending is where Sonic fails to rescue him, looks up at the stars, and sees his face. Yeah, basically Tails dies if you don't grab the Chaos Emeralds. Wow! Now I see the cheapness. Holy cow! Wow, that was really jerkish! Interestingly enough, though, near the beginning of the game, Eggman saves Sonic from death, and that's actually the only thing I remember from this game at all. Yeah, I don't want to play it anymore. At 120 emblems, we've got another game that I actually kind of like, but have never beaten, especially in this form. So we have another 93-94 game. Welcome to 8-Bit Puyo Puyo! I mean Mean Bean Machine. There's not anything more. It's Mean Bean Machine. You can't mess up Mean Bean Machine. Let's be real. I'm just gonna go scenario mode and new game because I don't have a file on here. But yeah, you might notice the only real interesting thing about this is that, much like the regular game, it features characters from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. So that's cool. And aside from that, it's just handheld Puyo Puyo. Much like Tetris, it works on basically anything. Our next game comes in at 130 emblems, and your reward is Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble. It's a 1994 game, and another one from Aspect Co., along with the debut of Fang the Sniper. I refuse to believe his name will ever be Knack the Weasel. So the story goes, Eggman got all the Chaos Emeralds without Sonic's knowing, uses them in a super weapon test that goes wrong, and scatters the emeralds all over the place. Eggman's able to get one back, but Sonic and Tails learn this and go track them down. Knuckles gets in their way, being tricked by Eggman into thinking they want the power of the emeralds to conquer the world. Knuckles, you should know this by now. It was 94, never mind. But Fang is a treasure hunter that discovers the emeralds unaware of their true power and wants them to sell. Not a whole lot to that. And aside from that, we get to pick between Sonic or Tails. We picked Tails last time, so we are going to go Sonic this time. I'm sorry, Tails. You'll get your chance to shine. Actually, yeah, you will. He'll get his chance to shine. I just had to be sure. But yeah, that's virtually all this is. It seems to play a lot more like Sonic Chaos and the other Game Gear Sonic platforming games. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot to this. I don't know where Fang comes in, but I want to see Fang. I want to see how he looks in 8-bit. Wow, there's a lot of dead ends here. Can I get something like Are the Dead? Wait a minute. That looked like Thunderous. I'm sorry, wait. Was I wrong? Wait a minute, why did the timer go behind the wall? Okay, so it's not just me. The thing was blue, it was in front of a cloud. It does look kind of like the Pokemon Thunderous. Oh, got changed to Tails. Okay, cool. Well, I didn't run into Fang, so I guess, unfortunately, that's that. I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time playing through these here. And after clearing 20 missions, you get Sonic Drift 2. You get some more characters here to play with and a few more items and I think a few more courses, but aside from that, it's pretty much the same as the first game. There's not really a whole lot more to it, except it actually got released outside of Japan. And Knack the Weasel is here. I just said I'd call him Fang the Sniper, but no, Knack the Weasel. Jesus Christ, I'm trying here. I'm trying. I'm getting confused. He's called Fang right here. Fang the Sniper. We are going to... Oh, it's picking a rival for me. Metal Sonic. Okay, well, I guess we will do... Oh, Emerald Hill. That's so much different from Green Hill. Great. Excellent. Let's see. Can I actually beat the one character I'm racing? Oh, I'm racing against more than one character. Well, go, Fang. We are going to beat them. You get absolutely no reaction time. I have really slow reaction. Tails, I'm sorry. Oh, never mind. You're a jerk. Why'd you do that to me? You don't get any time to react to this. Oh, my God. Wait. Did Metal Sonic hit me with an item? I still have no idea how to use an item. Do I have an item? I have no idea if I have an item or not. That's probably a good question to ask. I don't know what the item boxes look like. What is the item boxes? I kind of would need to know. Metal Sonic, you're glowing. How does he keep getting so far ahead? Well, I mean, he's actually staying on the road, so, I mean, that's... Why? Tails! Well, Metal Sonic beat me. Well, I don't feel bad about that. I tried. Your next unlock comes after 40 missions, and it's from 95. We got Tails' Sky Patrol. And it's another Japanese exclusive game that didn't make it out until this little collection. If you notice, it doesn't exactly look like a Sonic game, and there's a good reason for that. It's not. See, the game was actually finished and intended to be a launch title for another handheld system, but that system got canceled, and so the company, JSH, approached Sega with the idea, and they said, slap Sonic on it, and it'll be a Game Gear game, and that was how it all went. So story-wise, Tails joins the Sky Patrol to help save an island from a villain named Witchcart. So cool. That turns her enemies into crystals with her magic. Also, the ground will kill you, so don't land. Or run into stuff. Yeah, a flying game where you can't land. Or you die. Just... Okay, I'm going to try and take this a little seriously. You can throw the ring, I guess, with the action button, and that's it. There's nothing more. Oh, anything. Oh, God, Tails, slow down, please. Can I land in a minecart? Oh, yes, I can push the minecart. Very, very well. I can touch this, but not the ground. Good. Heavens to Betsy, no. No. After clearing all 60 missions, you get Sonic Blast. It's another 96 game that got developed by Aspect Co. And you can now play as Knuckles. Tails is completely left out. Poor guy. Well, at least he got his own game. The graphic style appears to be inspired by Sonic 3D Blast, which normally I'm very against you taking any notes from Sonic 3D Blast, but I guess if it's art style, it's okay. And the gameplay style seems to more or less be inspired by Sonic and Knuckles. Oh my god, I don't know if it's just me, but this game, I know it's old, like attempts at 3D, but this is so ugly. Oh my god, normally Sonic games have like some nice sprite work or some cool stuff. This just looks so ugly. Yeah, this is not aged well. But I made it to the end of a level, so wow, and these even menu screens, these are not pretty. Oh goodness, I know this was like a handheld game, but this is like really cluttered and ugly. I don't normally use that word and stuff when talking about games and calling them ugly, but this is something else. Oh wow, I'm quitting at the perfect time. Knuckles, you're about to get bit. And finally, unlocked after 130 emblems and clearing all 60 missions, we get Tails' Adventure, also known as Tails Adventures. This was also developed by Aspect Co., and the stories are different in both languages. The Japanese version states it's a prequel to Sonic 2, meaning Sonic and Tails hadn't yet met. Meanwhile, the English one says that Sonic and Tails were taking a break from adventuring together and Tails went to Coco Island to relax. I like the Japanese one better. Anyways, the Great Battle Cuckoo 15th, the main antagonist, discovers there are Chaos Emeralds on Coco Island and wants to use their power to conquer the world. Tails has to stop him, and alone at that. He's the only one that can save the day here. Getting into the game, I have no idea why it's so dim. It's not supposed to be like this. I guess I'm going to turn it up in editing. So I'm going to start off going to Tails' house. So, we can go to equip. So Tails has actually several items. Yes, they give Tails explosives. Okay, this I didn't mean to. I'm hitting the wrong stuff all the time. Okay, and dock. Well, we don't have anything at the dock. So yeah, and then what's continued? G codes. Okay, no. Let's exit. Can I exit? Where's X? I'm trying to exit, but it's all one button for everything. Hold on. Okay, so we're gonna go into the first level. So yes, Tails gets explosives. I think, what is it? You hold down and B? Yep, there we go. And just, oh, it's not even hold down. Just throw B. Yeah, so you just go ahead and chuck bombs around. So already, great game. And we don't have time to unlock it or are going to bother doing it in just this little showcase of the game. But you also get T-Pup. And I think T-Pup is absolutely adorable and Tails should never be without T-Pup. I absolutely love the little guy. I don't know why. He's just a little remote control character, basically, that looks kind of like Tails. But he's funny. Also, this whole Cuckoo army, that's great. It's great. Tails is very slow, but you can do things like increase his stamina. And yes, that includes for flying. So, yeah. Can I get this rock out of the way? Or do I have to? Oh, I have to push it. You are strong, Tails. Look at him go. I definitely think this looks better. It even sounds better story-wise as a prequel to Sonic 2, as opposed to it, you know, actually being Sonic and Tails are just taking a break from each other. I don't know. Oh, I have to fly up. Duh. I keep forgetting Tails can fly in this. Oh, yeah, he can also drop bombs while he's flying. So, there's that. Yeah, this isn't too interesting. You can beat this game, I think, and again, like about an hour. Most of these little Game Gear games can be beaten within the hour if you know what you're doing, which I don't. So, anyways, those are all of the Game Gear games you can unlock by playing Mission Mode and collecting emblems. Seriously, don't do Mission Mode. Just download a complete save file. For the love of God, spare yourself! So with that, our journey through Sonic Adventure has come to an end. I want to thank the people that made this Let's Play possible. Speeps Highway was a big source of information with all her informative videos, Tumblr posts, and allowing me to use some of her footage. I wouldn't have been able to show the things I did without all of her work. PKR and Sonic Freak 94 for making the majority of the mods I used in SADX. Without their work, it would have been much harder to play through the PC version. Wendy is also owed a thanks for all the translations she has done and allowing me to use them in this series. Sonic Retro. They have provided so much information as well as pictures in great quality They've very well documented this game, and honestly, it wouldn't have been possible to do this without them. Their contributors have worked very hard, and it definitely shows. Chao Island taught me more than I was expecting, and Chao themselves wouldn't have been the same without them. Seriously, they know more about Chao than anyone I've ever seen. If you have a question about Chao, look it up on their site. The cutting room floor also deserves our thanks for all the great work they've done on cut content and the different versions of this game. Lastly, my brother Duke, for allowing me to steal his laptop for notes during the series, and of course joining me here today. I'm sorry for all the trouble, but thank you so much, it really paid off. I also want to thank the Sonic Stadium for some of their articles, as well as the Sonic Fandom Wiki for filling in a few gaps in my notes. That was great work, guys. Also, if you're interested in any of the art assets that I have used in this series, you can find them on my DeviantArt at Official Sassy. Some of them are free to use, such as the character portraits that I just had to redraw in HD because there literally wasn't any HD versions of them available. But you can also see stuff like the backgrounds I have used throughout this entire series. This took a while to paint, so if you want to use them as a desktop background, feel free. They're over 4K. But there are still a few more things I want to talk about with the game, and one of them is the credits. So, in SADX, the credits are kind of weird. They retook some of the screenshots with the new textures and models, but not all of them. That's kind of a weird choice. Either do all or nothing, in my opinion, but that's just me. But the real thing I want to talk about with the credits is a little bit of a rumor, but Nyata Oshima, he was the one that designed Sonic, and Yuji Naka designed the first Sonic game, in case you weren't aware. Either way, Nyata Oshima left after the development of Sonic Adventure, and while it was never confirmed, rumors say that he left because him and Yuji Naka were having disagreements over the direction of the franchise. In DX, Oshima's name was removed from the credits. I went back and I looked at this. His name is in the Dreamcast versions 4 times. It is not in DX's even once. As a matter of fact, you can see the spacing where they padded out the credits. That way it would still last the end of the song, because they didn't just remove his name, because Oshima mainly worked on the cutscenes, according to the credits at least. They cut out virtually all of the credits for the cutscene work in SADX. And if they did that because Nyata Oshima had a disagreement with Yuji Naka, then that is really petty. You shouldn't do that. People should get credit for their work. I have very strong opinions about this. If someone upsets you, don't remove their name from credits. It's not right. But putting that little bit of pettiness aside for right now, we are about done here. I do have another project in the works, but it's still gonna be a while before it's finished. So it's of a game that's very special and important to me, and it's going to be quite the challenge. It's really gonna put to the test all of the things I have learned throughout doing this series. But I hope you've enjoyed the series, and I hope you'll stick around for my next one. So, until then, later.